Guys, I have the inside scoop. I received amazing news, and truly got the inside scoop. Why? The first Bitcoin pairing for XRP is being honest with us and advising us to keep one step ahead of the competition. Are you all set? Since I am, let's get started. I actually received the inside call now. This is serious. It's not a drill. Are you all set? Since this is the chart showing XRP versus Bitcoin, we are aware that XRP is essentially dying against you guys. Additionally, crimson candles are visible. This is Bitcoin. It is literally soaring. Yet XRP is stable in relation to USD in the US. Alright, folks, this is the strategy. Are you ready? I'm a little upset since it looks like a massive major pump will actually happen in the next several days. Why? Guys, I'm actually seeing candles on the climb on this kind of candlestick, on this kind of candle. Guys, I think we're witnessing the formation of a bullish divergence. That is simply absurd as it isn't feasible. And that's genuinely cunning, people, on the daily time period. Alright, the problem is that XRP must maintain this level at 2,260 Satoshis. Alright, if XRP can maintain this level, just so you know, boys, it doesn't have to go down there. We will most likely see a pump and then really perish if it goes down there. However, this region can be held by XRP, right? It's only about 1% less. That's all. It's likely that we will see the moon in the next several days. That is, if XRP can maintain this level, correct? Will it? Guys, I hope it does. I'm also angry. I'm angry since I didn't have a chance for very long if they mooned it. Now, because the escrow was freed, here's a story that might actually suggest they're going to pump it, guys. Alright, all of this XRP is visible to you. You are aware of the story that, when escrow is unlocked at the beginning of the month, some allegedly claim that they sell XRP in order to suppress and maintain the price low. However, do you know what I would do now or in the days ahead if I were Ripple? In fact, I would raise the price. I'll explain why, so that others can see that's not true. Isn't that right? For whatever reason, people are accusing Ripple of being responsible for the escrow dump and escrow gas. Well, that's not true at all, is it? In order for us to advance, that would align with the analysis presented here. Guys, here's the thing. This is insane, isn't it? Thus, it appears to be the sole explanation for why XRP hasn't surged. Do you want to know why? This is because there hasn't been any outrageous news released. We're off to the races if we can just catch a spark to see the XRP pump, and this might well be it. Shattering. Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, has raised the bid to $20 billion to buy Circle. Additionally, it appears that the purchase is moving closer to conclusion. Ripple might become a bank as a result of this transaction. Take a look at this. They are now making a serious effort to target Circle. This is merely a hearsay, isn't it? Because this comes from an unidentified source, I'm not even sure if it's confirmed or not, people. However, XRP is poised once more. I'll just say it again and give you another explanation. XRP is poised at the moment. Alright, the light is green. Accordingly, it is a percent lower if it maintains this level, which is essentially from this range. When compared to Bitcoin, XRP cannot drop by even a single percentage. All well, it just needs to stay over 2,260. After that, it will pump vigorously if there is any news from the what works. That's alright. Incredibly difficult. As you can see, we called for the pump when you saw these candles. Surely it was a test of 1,000%. XRP is going to soar the next time we see it, and it's likely going to stay high. I'm simply angry because they're saying that they'll pump it if they hold. Guys, I'm not in right now too. Thus, Ripple's $5 billion offer for Circle was turned down. In response, Brad Garlinghouse offers $20 billion. Recently, Circle, the issuer of CBDC, or USD stablecoin, received a purchase offer from Ripple, the blockchain startup best known for its XRP token. The deal is valued between $4 and $5 billion. Circle rejected the offer because it believed the valuation was too low, according to a Bloomberg article that quoted unnamed people with knowledge of the situation. Ripple hasn't changed his mind on Circle in spite of the rejection. According to sources, Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, has increased the offer to $20 billion, and the purchase is probably getting closer to conclusion. Therefore, I'm not even sure whether this is accurate, am I? Even though I don't believe it to be true, let's attempt to avoid this news, men. The charts currently indicate that if XRP can remain above 2260, it will absolutely consume Bitcoin, which is strange if this is the case. If anything similar occurs in the next few days, it coincides perfectly with a pump, correct? The regular Heikin Nishi candles have 4 on them, which indicates 4 daily bullish divergences. On the regular candles, there is a 3, which indicates 3 daily bullish divergences, guys. Alright, thus, things appear to be out of control. Circle has long been regarded as a prominent player in digital finance, issuing the second largest stable coin in the world behind Tether's USDT. An economist analyzes the reasons why Circle might have come to regret declining a $5 billion Ripple offer. It is unlikely that they will regret it until they are cannibalized by RLD. However, is that possible? I'm not sure because I am aware that the major players in that system support them. However, I believe that they will simply tell Ripple to increase their offer by perhaps 2, 3, or 4 times, and then they will accept it once more after the call from the higher-ups. This brings everything together, and we are discussing XRP. So I have one last question. Simon, if you don't mind, do you think that the Ripple stable coin is liquid enough for this purpose? I think that stable coins are very, very polarized. The fact is that for the past 8 years, Tether and Circle have been doing a great job, and they've been able to allow that global liquidity that you can access regardless of the platform, pool, or DEX. In contrast, other stable coins that may have better infrastructure, like PayPal's PYD, segregated funds, bankruptcy remote, etc., which are theoretically safer, haven't been able to obtain the liquidity that the other 2 guys have, right? You've just created a catalyst for something you need to drive success if you're using Rust to make it become that kind of CBIT, which is a customer banking and settlement network to interact with. Hidden Road. If Hidden Road is doing well, and if Hidden Road is drawing in enough clients, then they'll start using Rust because, as it says, the network isn't that fascinating. Haven't you guys noticed? Why? Why is Ripple chasing after everything and purchasing it all? Establishing the scene before the new world is activated. It's very obvious. Let's see. Prepare for a surge in XRP. Hold if the above is true. Then we're ready to go.